Dear sister, here we come as we are, authentic, vulnerable, and ready to grow. This is a space to embrace healing, to share stories, and to celebrate each other as we walk towards the woman God called us to be. Remember, you are not defined by your past, your circumstances, or what others see. You are chosen, loved, and beautifully made. Together, let's lift each other up, finding strength, purpose, and hope as we rise to heal in Him. Welcome to Diary of a Healing Virtuous Woman.
Welcome to Diary of a Healing Virtuous Woman. Today, I want to talk to you about names. Names are fascinating, aren't they? They hold so much power. They shape who we are, how we are seen, and sometimes how we even see ourselves. Society gives us a name at birth, almost like a label that we carry. And over the years, sometimes that name changes. We're given new names, nicknames, and titles. But beyond all of that, do you know your name? I think about mine, Tyler Joy Grant, and I think about the pieces people chosen to keep, shorten, or change. There's TJ, there's Ty, there's Joy. Each one holds its own space in my life, and each one is tied to a different part of me, role, or memory. They're reflections of my journey given to me by friends, families, and sometimes even strangers. It's funny because I didn't always think of myself as Joy. My mom's name is Joy, and for most of my life, it was hers alone. I didn't ever feel like, or I didn't ever think it would feel like mine. But over the recent years, people have been calling me Joy, and it just stuck. At first, I wondered, was it even right, especially since she's so far away, across country in Seattle, and I'm here in Daytona? Would she feel some sense of loss? Would she feel like I was borrowing something sacred? But then I realized something. Instead of a loss, it was as if she's a part of me. A part of her is always with me. So when someone calls me Joy, it's as if it's a whisper reminding me of home. Even from miles away, she's always close. But there's a name beyond all of these, and that is the name God knows me by. The name He spoke over me before I was even born. The Bible tells us that He knew who we were before we were formed in our mother's womb. Isn't that incredible? We weren't nameless. We weren't blank slates. He knew us. Even in our most vulnerable and hidden moments, God knew us. He knew who we would become. And in that knowing, He called us. When I think of Abraham, I think of someone whose name was changed by God Himself. He started off as Abram, then God renamed him Abraham, meaning father of many nations. That name, that shift, was a promise, a calling, something far greater than what the world could ever give him. His identity in God was wrapped up in that name, and through it, he followed purpose. So, as I sit here reflecting and thinking of all of my names, Tyler, Ty, TJ, Joy, each one holds meaning, but my truest identity is in the name that God knows me by. The one He called me from the very start. The one that tells me who I am in Him. Not how the world sees me, and not the one that I've gotten used to, but the one that God knows me by. So I don't know what names you've carried or how they shaped you, but I believe that in the quiet, in the still moments, when it's just you, God whispers your true name. A name that holds purpose, love, and grace. So, do you know your name? Not the name society has given you or the ones that you've grown accustomed to, but the name God knows you by. And if you don't, I pray you find it. Because when you do, everything falls into place.
As we close this chapter together, remember, healing is a journey, and every step forward matters. Thank you for sharing this moment, for embracing vulnerability and growth with me. Until next time, may you walk boldly in your worth, grounded in God's love and grace. You are not alone. Each day, you are becoming the woman He created you to be. You are a virtuous woman.